Welcome back, everyone, to day 27 of the Doing All the Things Challenge. I am Kate, and so I do have a few things I want to just share with you all, so I'm going to do that at the end of the video. Let's jump right into day 27. Starting with my sleep, not able to check that goal today, but that's okay. It's not as bad as it had been a couple of weeks ago. I will gladly take over 5 hours of sleep. And then jumping right into my walk, we can see a slower pace, but again, I'm okay with that. I was able to take my walk, and I did walk at a faster pace, but did stop along the way to photograph life and hearts and whatever else I could see out there. Let's now check how long I fasted for, what I broke my fast with, the snacks, and I think I only had lunch today, so we'll check that out. Breaking my fast today over 16 hours, 41 minutes with the same breakfast as yesterday because, again, still experimenting with an over easy, over medium egg. And yes, a dirty fast, as I will have a third cup of coffee here in a moment with, of course, a couple tablespoons of half and half. Snack for today, I will probably have some other snacks as well. And lunch is essentially what I had for dinner last night. So some iceberg lettuce, cabbage paste, sour cream, Mexican shredded cheese, the guac I made, and the hamburger mixture with pinto beans. A slice of Colby Jack and some mixed nuts as another snack. Now, a bit of a surprise with ketosis, and I'll let you guys see that here for yourself. Ketosis for today is different. I'm no longer in the large. I'm thinking, it's so hard to tell. Probably more small. No, moderate. I think, I have no idea. Yeah, moderate. Definitely a bit shocked when I tested today and it wasn't that deep maroon or purple color it had been for the past week or so. To have it like this pink color, I was like, oh, okay. Like, this is okay. And it is. I'm still testing for ketones in my urine, ultimately still in ketosis. And as you could tell, I couldn't really decipher if that was small or moderate, but still in ketosis nonetheless. Now let's jump on to the list. We already established I knocked out the 30 plants list yesterday. No additional plants to add today. And let's go ahead and see the checklist, my daily checklist for today. All right, day 27, and we have no alcohol, no weed, no cigarettes. Walked 2 miles 5 times this week. I'll get in that second 1 mile tomorrow. Did 5 times Pilates this week. Still, again, I'm just willing to receive this. I'm open to receive this random 5,000 grand I put on this list. I have already eaten 30 different plants this week. I have been fasting for at least 16 hours today. I did do that 36-hour fast this week, lower carb, did my mindful minute. Now I don't get to check off my sleep today, but that's okay. Updating and posting daily. I did work my shift, and I'm going to talk a bit about that here in a moment. Drink at least 3 bottles of water. I think I'm on my 4th today. I did have some tea. I will close my Apple Watch rings. I cooked at home and had leftovers. And again, I'll post that Kate Hart, still waiting for word from Guinness World Records. But there we've got the list for today. So now that we've covered the basics, a couple of things I want to touch on. Today has felt a bit hard, in a sense, emotional, wanting to drink ultimately, but not going to. I'm so close to the goal, to the finish line. I'm certainly going to ride this out. I say that and I mean it, but I also know myself. So I know at any moment I could derail this whole thing. And today was certainly a day that was testing, but I have remained strong so far and going to push through. So I also want to share with you, like I mentioned on the daily list, about work. that for me is really a matter of being accountable and showing up and doing my best at my job, for a multitude of reasons. But again, trying to think of how to word this. Essentially, I put on the list work shift. And so, for example, I did work my shift today, but my shift was only 30 minutes because I took as much unpaid time off as possible for the day. And so only a 30-minute shift, ended up working about an hour. But I just wanted to clarify, when I've been checking that off, like I'm working my shift, ultimately implying that I'm not calling into work, that I'm showing up and I'm doing my best and I'm working. And again, it's an accountable thing for me, but just wanted to clarify that. And then this next thing I am so excited to share with you all, because I just think it's a really neat little graphic in a sense, right? I drew this around the time I had started this challenge, and maybe within a few days. I didn't do it all in one day. I initially, and you can see it's the blue, drew my body as I felt it to be, as I imagined it to be. And not great. I mean, I know where I was when I started this. But then a couple of days later, I started to kind of like, well, this is going to change and that's going to change and this is going to change. And ultimately ended up with the black lines and how I want my body to be. And I want to kind of reference that here because I do feel good. I'm not where I want to be or where I can be, certainly. But, just to kind of see this coming into play, it's fun. And I did write on here, thin face and chin, calves like June from The Handmaid's Tale. Have you seen her calves? Like, oh my God. And really, I can't remember the actress's name, but her calves are amazing. So I even wrote like calves, like I put Jill, I couldn't remember her name at the time, but calves like her, just, essentially how I want my body to be. Strong, toned legs, toned arms, and they're not, but a tiny bit of definition. That's me flexing. But, it's going to take time, and I'm okay with that. But I just thought this was neat to share. And, if you guys were up to maybe drawing what you feel your body to be, but then also what you want your body to be, what you aspire your body to be. So wanting to share that. Now, when I mentioned priorities the other day, talking about what's important, I am not like soul searching, but really just striving to have things in my life that bring value, that are in alignment with my values, and really just going through and saying, no, this doesn't serve me anymore, or yes, this does serve me. I want more of it, just really, really kind of going through things and addressing, is this something that is important? Is this something that aligns with my values? And it wasn't just on the walk. So just wanted to point that out. Now this, I'm sure if you've ever lost weight, you may have experienced this. And in all of the times I've lost weight, I feel like I never noticed it as much as I did this time. And it was a matter of, essentially, I had noticed like my curves on one side were losing more weight. So like this side was becoming less chunky than this side, essentially. And so that was kind of weird, but also recently noticed it down here where maybe I'm losing more weight on one side of my body than the other. But that is okay. It's to be expected. When you're losing weight, your body just does that, I guess. Because yes, I did Google it or ask ChatGPT about it. So it's normal. It happens. If you're experiencing that as well, just know it's okay. At some point it will normalize, and even out. But just wanted to point out, if you are noticing that you're losing weight, but maybe only on one side of your body, it's all right. It's normal. Now this, I really didn't want to mention quite yet. And that's because I don't like to say I'm going to do something and then not do it. Right. So I also want to point out I've enjoyed this challenge quite a bit. I didn't think I would. I didn't know if I would. I thought I would be totally beat by the end of it. And granted, I am. I've had, days where I'm really tired. But for the most part, it's been really good. I've learned a lot. It's been a good challenge. But the videos, the constant recording, and mind you, I'm also doing my What's Kate Cooking series on the side. It's been quite a lot, it just feels like constant go, go, go with working a full-time job when I work full-time on top of that. But it really is a lot to record and edit videos. So anyway, what I'm getting to is that I was thinking about extending this challenge by 15 days. And the reason I would do that is because I'm honestly not happy about day 15 and the binging I did. I was really hoping to have a consecutive 30 days of hitting the majority of the goals, and most certainly to include weed, alcohol, and cigarettes. Day 15, smack dab in the middle of my challenge, I threw all that out the window. I am thankful that I continued on this challenge though, because I certainly at that moment thought, I'm going to just quit. I'm going to give up. And again, very glad and proud that I didn't. So I have thought about extending this challenge by 15 days to make it a full 30 of hitting the majority of the goals, especially those ones I really set out to accomplish. Not sure if I'm going to do that yet. If I do it, not sure if I'll continue daily updates. It's really just in the air. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but it's certainly an idea, and I did just want to put it out there. Now, my other idea is to do the Positive You Challenge, which I've already done twice on my YouTube, and it's really just a matter of one word a day that's positive about yourself every day for 30 days. Last time I did this challenge, I wore a different dress every day. So really kind of thinking how I could spruce this next one up if I do it. And that one tends to be a lot shorter, a much more manageable kind of like series and challenge to do, much shorter videos. So not too sure. Keep an eye out for what I do next. And then of course, What's Kate Cooking is going to be there because I'm just so random with that and can do that whenever I have the time and have a lot of fun with that one too. I really do enjoy my videos. I do enjoy, just so much about being here and being able to be who I am. That's what my channel really serves for me, is a place I can come and just be me proudly. So I really think that's all I have for you all today. I do hope that you guys are doing well on your journey. And I do want to hear down in the comments how you all are doing. And again, I just want to kind of show where I'm at here, because I do feel good and I do feel confident about my body right now. Even though I know I've still got a ways to go, I certainly am, feeling confident and proud in my body. By the way, a couple of other things I want to point out: my hair. I did wash it today. I took a bath, washed my hair, let it air dry, and curled it. I have missed this so much. Just love to have my curls. So just wanted to share these with you, my lovely little curls there. And then also, if you're curious about the art here, my boyfriend is an Arabic calligrapher. This is an art piece he made, and it does say, if I'm not mistaken, love is life, life is love. Maybe the other way around. Now that piece over there is mine. I'm not going to get too carried away. This isn't an art show. But again, just wanted to share a few positive things today with you all, and just things in general. But I will see you back here tomorrow. We are getting so close to the end of this challenge. unless I extend it. So stay tuned. I never know what I'm doing. It's always so random, and that really is kind of one of the things I do like and love about myself. It's just a big surprise, right? I want to thank you all so much for your time, for showing up, for watching. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 28 of the Doing All the Things Challenge.